like the specials that just finished, but we decided to make this available for you guys that are kind of our, really our real followers, the ones that connect with us on the live. So we'll be extending this. We're not going to make it public, but we are going to extend this in case you guys are still interested. The Christmas in July special, which is to have your procedure done in September for those amazing prices, still going to be available to you. And for procedures that you want to have, let's say until the end of the year, we drop the booking fee to $99. So instead of being $500, it's going to be $99. If you're interested in booking after December 31st, then we're going to also do a reduced fee for booking fee, and you can have a little bit more time to have your procedure. But if your procedure can happen sometimes before the end of the year, your booking fee will be $99.
So what's the Christmas in July special again?
So the Christmas in July special is one procedure for $4,999 and two procedures for $9,999. So that is the Christmas in July special. But for that particular special pricing, you have to have your procedure done in September. We might move it to the first week of October perhaps, but it's going to be in this short time frame. We have very few slots left for that, but if you are able to do that and you can do your pre-op fast, then you might apply for that.
Yeah, especially if it's a smaller procedure as well. Basically, for $99, even if you don't decide to do it, you're not losing much. You're right, a night out at dinner or whatnot. But this special is only for you guys watching, so we're not advertising it. Tell your friends, whoever you want to.
You can tell your friends, but we're gonna do it through people that can only get through these through the ones that really.
So you won't find it online, but.
See, there you go. I'm gonna try to bring somebody. I'm a little bit far from the phone, so this is gonna be a little bit challenging, especially to read your comments. Let's see if we can bring this, but in order to fit the three of us in here, so we can't go too far back. Let's see. Rosie. See, Rosie wants to chat with us, or we're gonna try to put it here. If we get to chat with somebody here, then we will bring them up into the big screen in the back.
Yeah, you get 3 surgeons for your consults for free. So if you have any questions,
I got text about the suit. What guidelines do you have to follow to get a refund? Okay, well, you're a year away from that. So you have a lot of time to get this. But the most important thing is that you have to be compliant with your follow-ups. So we need to get your 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year follow-ups, both with the body photos and your suit photos. So that is pretty much the requirements to be able to be refunded. So we had to have a way to compare these, follow your progress with the suit, and we're gonna see what's the changes that happen in your body. I think it's gonna be very, very interesting. So that's pretty much it. It's very simple. You just have to comply with the follow-up. We wish everybody would do it. Now in this case, you can also take some extra pictures with the suit, but that would be pretty much it.
And they're referring to the ZozoFit.
Yeah, the ZozoFit suit. Sorry.
It's a ZozoFit suit that you can put on before your surgery, put it back on after the surgery.
Should we play that video?
Your video that got us banned on almost every platform. Maybe today we'll hold off on it.
We don't know if it was the nudes or the simulations of my video.
It was just too curvy for the internet.
And I just came back from vacation, so I will not do the suit for a while.
No, but I think TikTok, just anytime someone wears anything tight fitting or whatnot, might get you banned. So. But you are putting a follow-up, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, that's right. I will. I should. I was trying to bring here Jessie. 5 months post-op, love my results, but maybe she doesn't want to talk to us, or she's not prepared to show her results. But it's good that you love your results. That's what you want to hear. Thank you so much for tuning in and letting us know. Man, is that suit hard to get?
On and off.
On and off? It's actually super simple. Super simple. It's not a faja. Neither is intended to be a bodysuit, a compression suit. It's just to mold your body. So it's extremely easy to put in and put off and remove, and you can do it pretty much. I would say maybe if you do it every other day during the first 2 weeks, you will see the amazing changes that you get. Even just to check, for example, the change that you have on your body contour before and after the massages. So that will be very interesting to find out too. So you can put before the massage, you put the suit, then you get your massage, then you put the suit again, and you do the body scanning, and then you will see the difference in inches. And then this is why it's so important to use the compression garments as well, because you don't allow for the swelling to set in, and then after your massages. That's a cool idea.
Then even if after you're all healed and recovered, you start going to the gym, you want to see how much muscle you build, how much you've lost weight. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's measuring everything right there for you. So.
Well, it was originally designed for that, not necessarily for cosmetic surgery. We actually the very first practice that is using it for cosmetic surgery. So it's very interesting to start seeing all this data on body contouring. So I think we are actually So Fit is gonna be doing their anniversary week or month in August. So between the 14th of August and the 31st, we are going to be actually coming in live with them, with the people from the company, so we can chat a lot more about the suit. But yeah, definitely something that you should consider. SalsaFit.com. We have published it in our website. If you guys have any interest on that, then talk to your coordinator. Your coordinator will give you the link. You can just buy the suit, and you get a full refund at the end of the year after surgery once you were compliant with your follow-ups.
Yeah. Somebody asked, I'm a teacher. I want to get a mommy makeover. When can I get back to work? Good question. If we're talking about a tummy tuck and a breast, for example, you will likely have a drain for about 10 to 14 days with a tummy tuck. And it really depends how active you are, at school. But I think 4 weeks time minimum would be, I would say, before you can really get back to start getting back, and then 6 weeks before you can really start getting active.
Yeah, teachers are great because you usually get the summer breaks, and those times, and even Christmas sometimes, depending on what you're having done, that's sufficient time to recover from any of these procedures. So yeah. That's great.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, for about 2 weeks you probably will have a drain, so you don't want to be out and about, and you will be still maybe hunched over and a little uncomfortable. So I would say about 4 weeks is when you can start to feel like you're back to normal.
What else, man? Your eyes are much better than mine.
I guess we'll find out. We'll see.
I think there's no more.
So I'm a high school teacher and currently work out 4 days a week.
That's awesome.
Okay, perfect.
That'll help you recovering.
Yeah. There's a few things that you guys should consider doing for preparing for surgery. Working out is amazing. I think it gets a lot of the recovery is gonna be speed up if you have a good way, or I guess good endurance. And if you're active and working out. Now, the other part that is extremely important is nutrition. So supplementation with vitamins and multivitamins is important, and supplementation with extra with proteins. So I would put everybody on Ensure, two Ensures a day for like at least 2 weeks before surgery and maybe 4 weeks after surgery. Those milkshakes, they also have vitamins in it. And so you can do one of those Ensures that have vitamins and extra protein, supplementing your current diet. And if you do that, that's going to be great.
Yeah, protein is really important in your, post-op recovery care, especially if you're having excisional procedures done. You really need to. And I think we're coming up with something we're going
to be sharing a protocol that we're putting together for that. But the key is also try to avoid anything you can find in the supermarket within the center of the supermarket. Try to buy whatever you can find on the outsides, right? The veggies, the meat, all that is what you have to do before you come for surgery. Like for about a month before, a month after at least, try to avoid any like processed food or any chips and all of this stuff that is not that nutritional. It's delicious, but not necessarily nutritional.
You want to talk about photo simulation?
Yeah, let's do all of that. So first, let's talk about how you submit a consultation. So you see the screen right behind me. So if you actually go to the corner where it says, let me see if I can see it. It says book now here. So if you hit that button, and I guess see, and then you go here where it says get a free consultation, and you hit that, then you can submit your form, fill out this quick form here, and send us your info. It's very important that you submit photos when you do this, because the photos allows us to see what procedures you need, and also allows us to create these amazing simulations for you to be able to have a honest conversation on what do you like. So let me show you here, for example, we prepare these simulations for you. So we have here a simulation of a patient that is pre-op, the simulation, and then post-op. And you can tell how the simulation and the early post-op that you guys is 6 months before?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. So 6 weeks post-op. And this is a BBL, as you can see. So it's much better, or very close, so we try to make the simulation very close to what it's going to be. And I think that's very important because it allows to have good expectations, right? What you've seen.
Yeah, no, I think, there's, I don't know, this is amazing because a lot of people want to know how they would look like after a procedure like this one, and I don't know if any other practice can do it like this. Also, we're demonstrating now with actual pictures that the results you get are going to be very close to the simulation, and there's many other examples like this one. Breast size, buttock size, how your waist will look, how the scar will look, all that is very realistic. This is not a photo simulation that is exaggerated, so so you'll buy the procedure. It's actually pretty close to how you're going to look. And so you're gonna get that when you get the consultation, and it really helps you to make a decision whether you want to go forward or not, and also maybe you want to add some other procedures. So it's really something to take advantage of.
Yeah, I mean, we'd rather under promise and over deliver, and this isn't just a computer doing these simulations. There's actually a person behind it, going through the procedures and coming up with the best simulation. And for you, if you're like, should I get back lipo, or should I do arm lipo, something you're thinking about but not sure, you can always add it to the simulation, and it'll be something you can consider, just like Dr. Morales was saying.
Yeah, we're just being a little bit careful showing the simulations because sometimes this TikTok doesn't like the simulations. But we still don't know if it's a simulation or it was actually my video.
Pretty sure it was Dr. Palladino's
you broke the internet.
video.
And we have the video to play for you, but I'm not sure.
We'll leave that till the end.
Yeah.
All right.
What else?
Okay.
I want to see if you can read some from.
Yeah.
It's got stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you. It's just.
What happened?
Oh, and really? We are banned once again on
just
TikTok.
From that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So you're doing this from California? No, we're not in California. We're in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
We're in Florida, South Florida. Can fly to Miami.
Or Fort Lauderdale.
Well, this is, I guess, so what is refunded after a year? It's the cost of the suit is refunded. The surgery is not refunded. It's the cost of the suit. Right. Otherwise, we have to keep the lights on, and so, but yeah, the cost of the suit is refunded. So you basically get it for free if you follow the guidelines that are specified.
That's right.
It's a good try, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't lose anything by trying.
The whole thing is refunded. Okay. Everything. You just have to follow up for a year.
Okay.
What was the request?
No, I think it's the same.
It's the same one?
It's popping up and out.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the, what things do we do for safety. Some of you are a little bit concerned about BBLs and the safety around BBLs, and I knew that was going to fall. So some of you are concerned about that, and we are, first of all, the three of us are members of WAGS. So WAGS is the World Organization for Gluteal Surgeons, and this is one of the entities that actually create the guidelines and looks into the risk and trains other people. Top Aesthetics is also a training center for surgeons to learn how to do ultrasound guided BBLs, and 100% of our BBLs are ultrasound guided. And we also, in Florida, you had to do it by law, but we've been doing it even before it became a law. And just monitoring where we put the fat has to be injected into the subcutaneous tissue. So, if you follow these guidelines that we created through this organization, it's extremely safe. It's actually safer than most other procedures that we perform in plastic surgery. So you don't have to be worried about that, at least not with us. If you find professionals like us that are well trained, that even are trainers on this, that follows all these guidelines, that use the ultrasound and all of that, I think it should be more than just a peace of mind of that you're gonna do just well.
Yeah, there's been a lot of buzz about Brazilian butt lifts and their safety, and rightfully so. You want to do the procedure in a safe manner, and part of being safe is having all these safety measures in place, using the right technique, using an ultrasound, seeing exactly where we inject the fat. We actually use added measures that some other places might not even use. Yeah. We use like a closed loop system where the fat doesn't even become exposed to the air, lessens the chance of infection and so forth. So we have all these protocols in place that are also part of what the Society World Association of Gluteal Surgeons have reviewed and I think are safe guidelines. And as Dr. Palladino mentioned, we also train other surgeons here in how to use the ultrasound. So
those are, I think, we are just trying to ease your mind when it comes to these procedures, and understand that when you come to us, we have over invested in safety, and that's the reason why we also offer all these packages for recovery. We don't want you to struggle looking for the right people. The people that it's gonna be taking care of you is people that we work in close proximity. The people from Med Miami, the people from the massage therapist. We are all people that we've been doing this together for many years now, and that's why our patients have such a great experience. Not great because they are comfortable, but great because it's safe. They're also very comfortable, obviously, but it's mainly safe, and that's what I don't know. If it was me or a close family member, I would always just aim for safety, and that's the reason why we are doing this. What else is more important? Obviously, the results. Guys, you know our results.
No, but doing them safely.
Yeah.
So with all these, following all these steps and guidelines, it's been proven that a BBL is actually safer than a tummy tuck.
Right.
People usually don't worry about having a tummy tuck,
Correct.
But they worry about getting a BBL. Well, all these things we use to make it safer, it's been statistically proven that it's actually safer than a tummy tuck when we follow this.
At Top Aesthetics, we offer the whole thing. Okay, so we offer you the massages, we offer you the stay, we offer you the care, the private care, the transportation, and I think this is very, very important. We also offer all your accessories. So part of the price that you're paying, especially in these specials that we're running, do include the fajas, do include, there's a big bag, ginormous bag with a lot of stuff. Your arnica, your creams, your compression garments, your foams, your boards. There's a lot of stuff. That package is, about $400. That we are including it into the special pricing. So if you're gonna compare, and I dare you, just go and do this. It's important that you just get multiple, other quotes if you want, and then go item by item. What are they offering? Will you find cheaper prices? Of course. What do they include? So if you're gonna really see everything they include, you will see that we are by far the most affordable. Including those cheapo places that I would recommend to stay away from. Now on top of that, I will mention safety, which doesn't have a price point. So we promise you that it's going to be the safest, more enjoyable experience when you come with us, and the price is unbelievable.
Yeah, somebody asked about male BBLs. Yes, that's a procedure that's done as well, and if the risks are similar, yes. similar risk for, you know,
yeah,
everybody. So, and we follow the same guidelines as well. So,
if you ladies want to bring your significant others, you know, we'll do the puppy makeover, daddy makeover. You know, yeah, that's how we go.
Yeah, apparently.
In Espanol, daddy makeover, puppy makeover.
All right,
that includes fat injections to your pecs and a six-pack.
Yeah, so I mean, even to, you know, the male chest, you know, we do fat transfer to the breast, you know.
We do fat transfer to the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know, if you want.
You can do it to your chest, and it creates definition. That thinking, you know, you've been going to the gym and hitting it hard, but
some patients cannot develop a lot of that because the muscle mass is not enough. You know, like, you know, because they don't have muscle mass in that area, so they can go to the gym, you know, bench as much as they want, and they're never gonna develop a very, you know, prominent muscle. Now with fat, you can mimic your muscle there, and it's actually pretty naturally looking. You know, it feels pretty well. It's not an implant. You can do pec implants too, but I would always recommend to do fat transfer to the pecs for guys, which is a good topic to touch. You know, plastic surgery for guys is very common. One of the most common things we do is lipo, especially the love handles in those areas that, you know.
We should do a whole section. I feel like, you know, it's something that not too many people know about.
We have a lot of videos on YouTube about that. So if you guys, any of these questions that you guys have, you can always look it up in our YouTube channel, and you'll very likely find your answer.
Speaking of questions, we have to remind you of our new friend.
That's right.
The fourth member of this crew.
Exactly.
So let's try it. I'll say, okay, let me get rid of some of these machines here because this is insane. I'm gonna show you. Let's try this. I'm gonna turn my angle here a bit. We're gonna play with the top part. So if you, we're gonna put maybe like a QR code and show you, but what questions will you have? Let's see, Dr. Moran. Let's see. Just pick a question. Let's pick a question here. Let's do one. Okay.
Somebody asked about staying off the buttocks. I think that's what they mean.
How long do you have to
stay off it? Yeah.
Stay off the buttocks.
Yeah, let's ask that.
I think so.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe. How long do you have to stay off your buttocks after a BBL? Let's ask our artificial intelligence.
Don't let us down, buddy.
Okay, it's creating your answer. Okay,
so
let's see.
And it's immediate.
Right there. After the Brazilian butt lift procedure, BBL, it is important to avoid sitting and putting direct pressure on your buttocks for a certain period of time to ensure optimal results. This is because newly transferred fat needs time to establish a blood supply to survive in the new location. Typically, you will need to avoid sitting or laying directly on your buttocks for at least 2 weeks following a BBL. Instead, it's recommended to use a specialized BBL pillow cushion to minimize the pressure on the buttocks. You can also lay on your side, stomach during this time. It is important to follow your surgeon-specific instructions regarding the post-operative care and activity, and every individual case may vary. They will provide you with a detailed guidance on how to blah, 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 blah. So, that is pretty good answer. 2 weeks, which is great. That I would say minimum of 2 weeks. Okay, we usually recommend 3.
The longer the better.
The longer the better. But 2 weeks,
absolute minimum.
The first 2 weeks are important. Let's play again. Which other questions you might have? Do you answer any? Do you have any more questions here? Between BBL and a
mastectomy.
Gynecomastia, I think.
Which one is a better one? Or to do first? To do first in sequence. Well, I mean, I would say that the best thing is to do it together. You know, because you already had the fat. And you can do the gynecomastia. You can transfer fat to your pecs, and at the same time you transfer fat to your booty. If I have to choose between one and the other, I don't have a preference on the sequence really. Whatever bothers you the best.
But they can be done together, and even as part of the special we're offering. There are 2 procedures.
Yeah.
So they can be done together. It really doesn't add much more to the recovery.
Right. So gynecomastia or excessive, breast tissue in males can be liposuction most of the time, and you can grab that fat from there and other parts of the body and use it for the BBL. If there's a little bit too much, or dense breast tissue or breast bud tissue, or it's very fibrotic and fibrous, then you might need a tiny little incision to get all that out. But a lot of the time you don't even need that, and you can just do it just like they were mentioning with liposuction. So it can be done at the same time, rather than doing it in stages, if that's what you meant.
Let's see what else. Another question that we can answer right here. I missed a bunch here that they were asking.
Well, there's one on this one. What items are not included in the price?
Well, that's not a question that the chatbot.
Your plane ticket to come.
That's right. Your transport from the airport to the hotel, but there's usually a shuttle that might take you. But it's like 10 minutes. That's actually, I think it's 5 miles or something like that. So it's very cheap too. That's pretty much it.
And I guess certain meals, right?
The meals, yeah. So the hotel includes the breakfast for the patient for one, but it does not include the meals for the companion.
Right.
And maybe meals is the rest of the meals for the day. So that one thing.
Right. So I mean, it's pretty much everything included besides your ticket and meals. So
what else? Should we answer some more questions to the chatbot? There were more questions at the top that I didn't get to answer. Hold on. I'm gonna play with the chatbot, but they can answer pretty much all your questions.
That's a great place to start with the top bot, the chatbot. If you had any questions before, during or even after your surgery.
I'm gonna sit in there and see what
there's a question right there, I think, that we didn't get to.
Yeah.
You see it?
I have a nurse friend that's coming with you. I can care, and the other take care of me, and the other person, she's more. Yeah, that will definitely work. I mean, if that's like sharing a companion, and that's fine. That would be probably okay. If it's one person coming and it's gonna help both of you. I don't think it's a problem. You should have different rooms though, so you and the other patient will have different rooms, but one companion can do that, and it's perfectly fine. It's very important to have a companion. I think while we provide a lot of care for you, especially during those critical first 30 hours of your procedure, I think it's important to have somebody else to be with you 24/7 because it helps you, to go to the bathroom and do everything at once. So
that companion needs to be an adult. Okay, so someone over the age of 18. We have had instances in which patients may want to come and bring their teenage daughter or son to be their companion. Obviously most of the time it works well, but it's really better, and I think it's a requirement now, right? That they be over the age of 18 because they can make decisions on their own. They're just more independent.
And also. I think it's important that if you're not able to bring a companion, and we know with enough time, we can accommodate extra help for you. It's at a added cost, but still, we can do it. You could do that as well. It's an option, but we need to learn. We need to know about that. With enough time, maybe like a month, so we can coordinate that extra care for you. It's possible, and you can talk to your coordinator for more information regarding that if you can bring it. But yes. And also try to make it probably under 70 because I don't think a companion over 70 can be very helpful. Sometimes we have had patients that brought the abuelito, and that is not very helpful. So it's very important that it's somebody that your companion can be able to take care of you. That's the whole idea of it.
Or do things that for you that you may have done.
Yeah.
Let's see, more questions. Should we ask some questions to the?
Yeah, and if anybody wants to come online to ask questions.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's see, schedule now 7, so it makes me feel much better. That's great. Lipo360, and so it says I have a BBL Lipo360 and arm lipo schedule November 7th, and it makes me feel a lot better. That's great.
Yeah,
that's what we are doing this.
About the BBL guidelines, the measures.
Yeah, are there risks, the same risk for males? Yeah, actually, the males have pretty much the same risk of females. You know, I think they are more of a chicken, so I think the pain management might be an issue now. But actually, it's the same risk, and all the guys that we have done here, they do very well.
Yeah,
very well.
Yeah. And we've been getting, a lot of, male patients who want, the high def lipo and the etching and so forth. And remember, we can't just do, etching on every single patient. You have to be, meet certain criteria, have a certain body habitus, BMI, so forth. But it's something we definitely do, and if that's something you're interested in, send your pictures. We can tell you if, for example, you need skin excision or you don't, or we can do it with the J-plasma, without. So we can definitely guide you in the right direction.
Here, a question for the top bot. How long do you need to do massages after surgery? Surgery. Topbot is so smart that he also understands if I misspell. Okay, here we go. That's a pretty consistent.
It's a wordy question, wordy answer.
Yeah, the answers are actually very complete. The duration and frequency of the post-operative massages following surgery can vary depending on the specific procedure, the individual's healing process. However, massages are commonly recommended after certain surgeries to help the reduce swelling circulation. Let's see. For procedures such as liposuction, tummy tuck, lymphatic massages are often recommended. These massages help to encourage the drainage of the lymphatic system, reduce swelling, and prevent formation of fibrosis. Typically, a series of lymphatic massages are performed in the weeks following the surgery. The frequency and duration of these massages is determined by the surgeon and based on specific needs. It is common to do several sessions per week in the early stages of your recovery, gradually reducing to 1 or 2 sessions per week as the healing progresses. It is important to follow your surgeon's specific recommendations. So I think that's correct. I think it's several per week for the first few weeks, meaning maybe like 3 or 4, per week the first few weeks. Now we will provide you the first 3, which are important. If you're staying here 3-5 days, then do 5. So do as many as you can here. The massages that you get done by our personnel are the most important because they're going to allow you and help you really just get rid of all this initial swelling and fluid that you have that is important to get rid of at the beginning.
Numbers wise, if you're looking for a specific number, I would say minimum, my recommendation 10. If you can do 20 massages, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
So
that would be great. What else?
Other questions?
Can't read from here. It's really far.
I think there's a Spanish question there.
Buenas tardes, doctor. Una pregunta. ¿Cuánto tiempo tarda en bajar un implante? Los implantes tardan más o menos 2 meses en acomodarse en la posición correcta una vez que uno se los pone. O sea que 2 meses yo diría que es el tiempo correcto.
Si usaron malla, a veces toman un poquito más. Entonces, si se usa la malla, que es muy beneficial, vale mucho la pena a largo plazo, a corto plazo puede hacer que tome un poco más de tiempo que baje el implante, pero igual va a bajar.
So in English, 2 months for the implants to settle in the position. If you're using the mesh, it may take a little bit more. And since we mentioned the mesh, I think it's important to talk about the mesh. I think the mesh is a must in all patients undergoing a breast lift or a breast reduction with or without implant. Okay, so the mesh really prolongs the longevity of your procedure. I think it really gives you a much better shape and a more stable shape for your breast procedure. So I would recommend the mesh in 100% of my breast lift and breast reductions with or without implants. So it is very, very important. I think it's key.
Right, it's going to make your results last longer. It's not guaranteed. I mean, eventually that mesh, it's dissolvable. It's not like a breast implant where it's permanent, but the theory is that it's going to form scar tissue and it's going to keep everything in place and lead to less bottoming out. So, I love it as well. And if it's something, that you can tack on, especially for patients who've had, a lot of weight loss as well, it's really a great add-on.
Yeah, I need to bring here the other monitor to be able to see this. See you next week.
I am Tara Nixon. Bi-lipo, that would depend on what you're getting, what procedure. These add-ons are great, especially if you're just doing lipo. It's a quick procedure, takes only a certain few number of minutes. So talk to your coordinators and they'll guide you. It's not going to be the full price if you're getting other procedures done.
Are you doing procedures? Are you doing specials next year? No, only this year. So you have to book this year because otherwise we're not gonna. We probably may. I'm not sure what the procedures or the specials are gonna be. I'll tell you that the specials might be a little bit more expensive because as the current situation is going, the prices might increase. So and that is not a joke. Actually, it is true. As the current state of affairs with our economy, we are seriously considering, we are doing this pretty good set of specials now, although we will continue to do specials in the future. They might be at a higher price because the procedures will be at a higher price. So if you really want to lock this amazing pricing, you should consider doing it as soon as these prices last. We have not done a Christmas in July special like the Christmas in July for over 2 years now. So it's the first time that we bring back a special that has a $5,000 cut point, including a standard stay package. So that is insane, especially in this economy. So this is literally like unheard of. But it had a really good response. So if you guys still want to enjoy that, then you should try to book it. And this one, remember, it's only for September, maybe early October. And that is, why we brought it in then, because we wanted to fill out some of the spaces. There's only a few in September left. You can enjoy other specials that we have also with pricing for after this time frame, and you have to talk to your coordinator. But the most important thing is that you submit your info. Send us your consultation online. I show you how. Go to the website, and if you don't know how, we will happily send you the link. You can just click the link in our bio, fill out a free consultation form, and we'll get you the info.
This should prompt us to explain the difference between the standard stay package and the premium stay package, right?
That's right.
So standard stay comes included in almost all of our prices, and that includes, and correct me if I'm wrong, 2 nights of the hotel stay, right? It is okay for small procedures, single procedures, perhaps you live in town, you're local, etc. But if you're coming from out of town, if you're having a combination of procedures, what you need or should be better considered would be the premium stay package. In the premium stay package, you're staying in the hotel for a week. You have 30 hours of a medical assistant that has, checking you, helping you, checking your vital signs, helping you with everything, answering any questions you may have right there and then. And we go see you in the hotel. Our team can see you in the hotel. So it's just a much better experience in the recovery. It's an added price, obviously. Mm-hmm. However, it does improve your experience as well as the safety of your recovery significantly. It is very highly recommended. Anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, I think once you understand, patients sometimes underestimate what it takes to recover, and it's very important. And I think it's key in terms of your overall outcome of the procedure. Including how everything ends up being later. And it's very difficult to find the right type of people, because and it's difficult to put all these pieces together. Who's going to do your massage? Who's going to do the care? Where are you going to stay? Is it safe? Is it clean? Do they know what to do? Do they know how to help you? To go to the bathroom, to take a shower. Believe me, your companion, your husband, your significant other, your friend,
especially your husband,
especially your husband, are clueless about this. And this is as important as choosing your surgeon. Believe me, I'm not kidding. Luckily for us, these surgeons that you're talking here, we know what we're doing, so you're gonna have a nice result. Now, the fact that you're gonna keep the nice result will depend on you and the ability to choose the right place. So we have thought and put all this for you. It's done. You don't have to look any further. Everything is here, and it's super safe how we set it up. And it's safe because we control the situation. It's not like a recovery unit home somewhere that who knows who put it on. It's not like whoever is gonna give you the massages, who knows who is gonna give you the care. No, we know everything. We know the people. We've been working with them for a long time. So we really recommend this approach.
Yeah, I mean, even as we're talking to everybody here on NG, on all our phones, we're getting patient vitals popping up, letting us know that our patients are, okay or not doing okay or whatever. So we're constantly being informed of how you're doing. At the hotel, we get messages sent right to us. So you're not there by yourself. We're monitoring you, and even little questions that you have of, how should I lay on my bed? What sheet should I put on it so it doesn't get, damaged or stained? All these things help. And I think what people tend to underestimate as well is just liposuction. Liposuction isn't just, in and out and you're good to go. Especially with full body liposuction, it does take a toll on the body, and there's a lot that goes into it, and you want to be, under good care for that as well.
We have the vitals of our patients in our watches. In the Apple Watch, we can see the vitals of our patients that do this surgery today. So I tell you, that is not normal. Like that, nobody does that. We do that. We get the vital signs on here. So it's one of those things that really, when you consider and compare where to go, put impact. Put this into the equation, because this is extremely important. And I think that is part of the recovery packages and the concierge service that you receive here at Top Aesthetics that you most likely won't receive anywhere else.
Absolutely.
And especially not for this price. Plus the transport, our beautiful VIP transportation that is this. We are not gonna throw you in the back of a truck like the usual. We actually gonna properly strap you with a seat belt, with everything padding, with your BBL pillow onto the seat, and it's gonna be a professional transport that's gonna take you to the hotel and from the hotel. So the van even has leg rest and a TV, so it's
I've been trying to use it after hours, but no luck.
He wants to come. He wants to be taken home actually every time with the van.
I've been trying, but
that's for patients.
Getting denied.
Not for you. Would you accept to get some lipo done?
Okay.
Then we are talking.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, no. I'm the one that came just from vacation, so.
All right, but it's really nice. It's a brand new van with all these really new amenities, and you'll be comfortable in it.
Let's see if we don't get banned, maybe I can put the. Well, hi there. Here we are.
Oh, this is the Zozo Fit video.
Should we look at that or not?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see if you guys can see it. Maybe
we make it.
Bring the volume up though, so it goes all the way to the microphone.
Apple is kind of slow today. You see got stuck. I guess even
and this video is on YouTube, I believe, and on Instagram as well. So, and there will be a follow-up soon for sure. So
if we don't get banned, still thinking here, but I guess my video even killed the computer. Look, I had to restart, I guess.
So this is also one of the things when we have the little wheel that we spin that was included as part of it. So if you're unsure, you don't know if you want to spend the money for it, when we have the little wheel.
The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. We will bring that back at some point.
So you can test your luck.
Let me see where's more. Do you recommend placing silicone tape on your incisions? On your liposuction incisions. Actually, silicone tapes are good for all. Yeah, absolutely. It's a good therapy for scarring. Any scar. Especially the newer ones, but yeah, any scar is important. We provide you a silicone gel, which is similar to the silicone tape. So we, within the accessories that we provide you, we are providing you a similar, treatment. Oh, look, what appeared in the background? You can see the beautiful van interior with that comfortable seats that you're gonna be taking from and to the hotel.
So I heard.
And Dr. Nasseri wants to,
heard.
use his way home and back.
Be great for the weekend.
That's right.
Travel.
Actually, you live by the hotel or close by too.
I do. That's why I think I deserve to be
there's
further around.
Another place that you live close to.
Yes, the Med Spa.
That's right.
Right.
He actually lives like, a block from the Med Spa. So.
Right. So if you're there, and I do consults there as well. So let me know.
One of our special patients for tomorrow, she got some fillers done today into her lips and Botox. So in preparation for her amazing body transformation, she also did some, beautiful rejuvenation of her face.
I have a feeling you'll see very soon.
Yeah, so, you have on top of the surgical services available, the non-surgical services available, which are part of the Med Spa. So if you were, we definitely look into that, because since you're going to do your preoperative process into the Med Spa, you can enjoy hydrofacials. You can enjoy a lot of the services that we provide, photo facials with the laser and things that you're going to be here to recover for a week. Might as well take that time to rejuvenate your face, do some treatments. By the time you go home, you go with a beautiful body and glowing face. Yeah, I think that's it.
Even IV treatments, hydration, whatnot. There's
those are really important.
Do you ever do specials for facial or neck surgery?
Do we do what?
Specials for facial or neck surgery?
Not really. We don't, because we don't have the extreme kind of demand for those procedures. Now remember, if you are doing those procedures adding to, let's say, a body procedure that you could add it, you're going to be paying 50% of that. So there are some procedures, for example, the buccal fat pad removal or lipo chin, or those procedures are very commonly combined with body procedures, and those are kind of special because you pay 50% of them, for them. So that's as special as it gets.
Okay, what airport is closest? Fort Lauderdale Airport is the closest one to our practice.
Airport code FLL. Miami, MIA, 30 minutes, and then we got Palm Beach, like 40, 45 minutes?
45 minutes, yeah.
So take your pick, but Fort Lauderdale is like a 10, 15 tops.
Fort Lauderdale is the most accessible one.
Close.
Yeah.
It's a great airport, by the way.
Do you recommend vitamins before Lipo 360?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would recommend
certain.
Yeah, vitamins are very important to have the elements that are necessary for your tissues to heal. A lot of the healing process happens with chemical reactions that need vitamins. For example, vitamin C is very important for the collagen production. So if you don't have, this is why, I don't know if you guys know about scurvy, or this disease that the sailors, the scurvy that they had coming from the sailors that came to America.
Right.
So they all lose their teeth because they were not getting enough vitamin C, or any vitamin for the matter, but mainly vitamin C. So they have very poor collagen production, to the point that they couldn't even keep the teeth in position. So it's very important that you get all these vitamins. Vitamin D, extremely important as well. Zinc, important. Magnesium, important. Those elements are very, very, very important. So that's why the supplementation is key for any.
Now, not all supplements, are good before surgery. There are some things like fish oil or ginkgo or things like that you want to stop because they may, increase your chance of bleeding, for example. So there is a sheet that you're going to be given that goes through everything you can and cannot take to make sure that it's okay.
Can you leave the day after Lipo 360? So
bad idea.
Okay.
Bad idea.
Yeah. So I assume you mean leaving the city. I mean, when you get surgery with us, you're gonna go back to your hotel the same day. However, after Lipo 360, yeah, we don't recommend you go back to the city that you're from. You need to stay with us for about a week, and that is why the premium stay package is so important. You're gonna be draining fluid the day after the procedure. That probably lasts for about 48 hours, but you're gonna be sore. It's not worth it.
If you're a local patient, I would still recommend for you to do perhaps the standard stay package and add a few nights. You don't have to do the whole hotel stay if you don't want to, but remember, when you do that and you pay that separate, every extra nights, massages, it might cost you, almost the same. So it might be worth to stay here for the full 6 nights that we offer for the package, and then enjoy the full. This is why we designed it like that. Liposuction, any procedure that will require liposuction, is for you better to pick the premium stay package. If it's, let's say, like a breast procedure alone, okay, fine, you can do a standard stay package. But any procedure that is more invasive than that, I would advise you, especially if it includes liposuction, to enjoy the full package, because it includes everything you need to heal.
And remember, when you're at the hotel, your massages, they come to you. So you don't have to go anywhere else again. So you're just at the hotel, you're doing your thing, you're being monitored.
I think that is a very important point, because while in other places they tell you, oh, we include your massages as well, what they don't tell you is that the massages happen in the clinic, and so you have to figure out how to drive to the clinic, wait in the waiting room the day after your procedure that you're feeling really bad, spend time doing the massages. And remember, these massages are not relaxation massages. These massages are a little bit uncomfortable. So it's so much better to do in the privacy of your own room. And that is another thing that you have to factor in when you're considering this, and where to go and who to do it. Because it's not the same. We include massages, but massages happen in the privacy of our own room by a qualified specialist that does this type of massage. So it is definitely significantly important.
So yes, do plan to stay a week. So that was just another confirmation.
Good. Great question, because
don't risk it. Yeah, just play it safe and stay with us for a week, and then you'll be done.
Yeah, driving after your procedure is very important. We don't recommend for you to drive. You should have a driver or companion that drives for you. Some sort of way that you can arrange your transportation, especially depending on the procedure they're having done. But you're not going to be really in a good condition to drive, even if you just have lipo, or even if you have, I was talking to a patient today that she was planning to drive back home in a few extra days, and I told her, well, it all depends on how you feel, how you are. Some patients underestimate this, and if you don't, especially if you're taking narcotics, you cannot drive. So period. You're under the influence. We will not really recommend you to drive if you're taking narcotics. But patients sometimes feel, fainty after surgery. So you don't want to be faint in the middle of the road and then not being able to enjoy your result. So those are things that are very, very important to discuss. Okay, this one we're gonna go. This thing stops loading. So had a tummy tuck in Mexico by needed circumferential insurance same, but needed a circumferential. Is charge same as a circumferential tummy tuck or different? So if we need to see your particular case, so you need to submit your information with photos. The reason why, especially in these complicated procedures where patients have previous procedures, we need to see a lot of factors that will be. Sometimes, if you already did your tummy tuck and you needed a circumferential, sometimes we can do just the buttock lift on the back, perhaps doing some fat transfer as well with the buttock lift, and that's it. I saw a patient today that also she would have benefit, maybe from that and scar revision, because her tummy tuck, her scar did not look that great. So I think it would be a good idea to do the circumferential, but in which her case we will do the buttock lift, and then we will charge her for a mini tummy tuck, for example. That will be like a circumferential, but since she doesn't need a full tummy tuck, then it wouldn't be a full tummy tuck, and that would be something like in your case. But I don't know, until we see your pictures, we cannot fully recommend really what we are.
Yeah, I mean, if you needed a circumferential, you probably lost a lot of weight. People that have lost, more than 50 pounds, or even more so, if you've lost more than 100, you're considered a massive weight loss patient, and you require a specific protocol that will include several procedures and several stages, and obviously you won't be able to treat something with one single procedure, but yes, it merits its own specific consultation.
Is there ever a way? Is there ever
muscle repair?
A tummy tuck done without the muscle repair?
After weight loss.
In my case, remember, massive weight loss patients behave like if they have been pregnant, even if they have not been pregnant, because the massive expansion of your muscles, given because of the visceral fat that you have, a lot of time distend those muscles, and sometimes they're not, you still have diastasis of your muscles, even if you haven't been pregnant. So I would say, especially in massive weight loss patients, you always need a muscle repair. Only like we do mini tummy tucks on skinny patients.
Right, yeah, mini tummy. Now remember, if you don't put those muscles back together, we can lipo till, what's the saying, the cows come home or whatnot, but you'll never get that nice curve in your flanks because the muscles won't allow it. You're hitting the sides. So it's really for the added benefit of being able to get more of that skin off and giving you nice curves. So it's really important most of the time, unless you're having a mini tummy tuck where it's just skin removal. So
one of the patients I did today, she, in my opinion, she needed a tummy tuck, and she decided to go just with lipo. Obviously, she will see a significant difference, okay, because the waistline, the back, even the tummy will improve, but her tummy will never be completely flat because she did have some diastasis. She had, kids before she was pregnant before. So I will always give you our best recommendation. If you do something away from our best recommendation, I know you're gonna have improvement. The improvement is gonna be not that great, perhaps, or that significant as it would with our recommendation. This patient in particular, she had a concern about the scar. And I always say that the scar is always a concern and never a complaint. So your tummy looks so much different with a tummy tuck. If you need a tummy tuck, that lipo might not do the whole thing. So that's one of the things to consider when we recommend things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you recommend placing the silicone tape? Oh, that's how we say that one. Yeah. It's just because. Do you facials on the face? Coming back on the here. How next year get a discount to Mother's Day? Well, remember this. Continuing with the specials for next year. You can have a special this year and use it next year because you have a full year to do your specials. Not all the specials. Like this Christmas in July specials is only to be used in September.
This Christmas in July special will be better than whatever Mother's special there is.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
I mean,
we can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
The extras you're getting, that's what they're referring to, is not usually included in other ones.
That's right. And this one in particular has a lot. But if you're wanting, let's say, a special for next year, you can have a special for next year, and if you book it before December, if you book it right now with this special, we can give you the booking fee for like $250 instead of $500, and you can still do it in your Mother's Day next year. And it will be a special pricing for one of the specials that we're running now with the Mommy Makeover is 12,000 something. That includes 2 procedures and then the premium stay package.
But if you book by midnight Friday, so Saturday basically, the booking fee is only $100. So
yeah, that's right. So if you want to book with a low booking fee, send your consultation. We will process your consultation. The coordinators will call you, and then you will be able to book for $99, even if it's for next year. So that's good. I really appreciate all the knowledge and energy. Thank you very much. We enjoy doing this. Let's see. Having Lipo 360. Do you have to take my vitamins beforehand? Also, do you have a day? Can you have it? Yes, vitamins beforehand and after. Remember to check like Dr. Nasseri mentioned, what you can and we cannot take. But in general, multivitamins is fine to take, and it's important to take it beforehand, and it's important to resume it the day after surgery. Yes, vitamins you can definitely resume quickly after surgery. That's when you need the healing power, and the vitamin and the protein intake as well. Oh man,
key. The protein intake is very key. So
yeah, it is. Okay, let's see. There's more here. Very good. So it's 6:03. We started a little bit over 3. So let's start this. Refresh the memory a bit with the specials. If you sign up or book before the end of this Friday, for all of you that are on this live or people that finds out through this live, on this next Friday is the 8th of August of 2023. 4th of August. The month is 8th.
And we'll give you the whole day
4th
Friday,
of August.
Till
That's
midnight.
right, until midnight. You can book. You're gonna get a little link with a booking fee, and it's gonna be $99. Okay, for pretty much any procedure to be done soon or even next year. Then we're gonna, if you cannot do this procedure, let's say until before January of 2024. You're gonna also be able to book with a reduced fee, but you have to talk to your coordinator. Let's say they want to do it on Mother's Day next year, then that's fine. We're gonna let you book with a reduced fee. It might not be $99, but you can still, take advantage of a special at a reduced booking fee. But instead of $500, it might be $250. So the most important first step is for you to submit your consultation. So go to our website, click the book now, just send the consultation, and then we will process that and guide you from there.
Someone I think asked about what the special for the tummy tuck is. It's the Christmas in July that we're extending just for you guys. So, but do it soon before Friday.
If you're doing one procedure, it's $4,999, and this includes the standard stay package, the 2 nights. You can extend it if you want. For 2 procedures, let's say like you do your breast and tummy, or your tummy and BBL, or your BBL and breast, it's gonna be $9,999, and it's gonna include the premium stay package, which is 6 nights, 7 days, and the care and all of that. So those are the current specials. Now this one is for Christmas in July, and this is a special that you had to have your procedure done by September, / October, beginning of October. Now you can still enjoy the previous specials that we ran, but you have to send your consultation. We will tell you what would be the best plan for you and give you the best pricing on our other specials if you cannot do it in September or early October. Good. So,
all right.
We hope you had a great time. Remember to check our chatbot. Remember, there's the number also you can text. Remember the other services at the Med Spa if you're coming, and then we will see you back next Tuesday.
All right.
Good.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye. Adios. Bye.